All right, all right. The offseason deep dives continue. DallasCowboys.com is doing a pick six, and this time we're getting to know another new veteran addition to that offensive line, Robert Jones. With Zach Martin gone, they're adding bodies, and Jones is one of them. Is he a key depth piece, a potential starter, or just another guy? You know, Bipolar Blue is here to read between the lines. Let's get to know Robert. Before I get to know this trench warrior, if you believe games are won and lost up front, if you're intrigued by these under-the-radar vet signings, smash that like button. Let me know you're with me. And if you haven't, subscribe and ring the bell. We're tracking every single O-lineman. Okay, here we go. The pick six on Robert Jones. Jones didn't fully buy into playing football until his junior year of high school at Rockford East in Rockford, Illinois, where he had just 8 games of varsity film to his name before enrolling to play at Highland Community College in Highland, Kansas, where he spent the first 2 years of his collegiate career before transferring to Middle Tennessee State. Bipolar Blue hype, a late bloomer with huge upside. He didn't even fully buy into football until his junior year of high school. Only 8 games of varsity film. Then he goes the JUCO route to Highland Community College. This is a guy who is still learning, still growing, still tapping into his potential. He's not a finished product who is already peaked. He's got a high ceiling. He battled his way from JUCO to Middle Tennessee State to the NFL. That's grit. That's determination. Bipolar Blue crash. He didn't fully buy in until his junior year. He only had 8 games of high school film. He had to go to JUCO. That sounds like a guy who is way behind the curve developmentally. Most NFL linemen have been dominant since they were 15. This is a massive project, and we're hoping he figures it all out this late in his career. That's a huge gamble. Dopper 2. In 2 seasons at Middle Tennessee State, Jones started 18 games at right tackle for the Blue Raiders, where he was an honorable mention All-Conference USA player in 2020. It was the first move in positions for Jones at the college level after he had previously played left guard at Highland CC. Bipolar Blue hype, versatility, and production. At Middle Tennessee State, he started 18 games at right tackle and was an all-conference player, and he did that after playing left guard in community college. This dude can play multiple positions. That's a valuable asset for an offensive line that needs depth everywhere. He's not just a one-trick pony. Bipolar Blue, crash, honorable mention, all-conference USA. Okay. That's nice, but it's not exactly first team all SEC. And while the versatility is good, it can also mean he's a, quote, jack of all trades, master of none. Is he a true tackle, a true guard, or just a guy you plug in wherever there's an injury? E3. Following his senior season, Jones competed in the 2021 Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, with a chance to improve his draft stock. The way to do that was to show his versatility, which he did by taking reps at left and right guard, as well as right tackle, with different teams seeing him fit in different places. Bipolar Blue hype, Senior Bowl standout. He went to the Senior Bowl to improve his draft stock. And what did he do? He showed his versatility. He took reps at left guard, and right tackle. He was proving to every team there that he could play anywhere on the line. That's a football player. That's a guy who will do whatever it takes to help the team. Bipolar Blue crash. He went to the Senior Bowl to improve his draft stock by showing versatility and still went undrafted. That tells you that even after seeing him play multiple positions against other top seniors, all 32 NFL teams decided not to spend a pick on him. The versatility didn't overcome the other questions they had. Jones would end up going undrafted in the 2021 NFL draft and was picked up by the Miami Dolphins as a UDFA and made the final roster in August. He'd make his debut in week 2 of the 2021 season and started 13 games in his first 3 seasons with the Dolphins.
Bipolar Blue, hype. The grind is real.
He went undrafted, and what did he do? He bet on himself. Signed with the Dolphins as a UDFA and made the final roster. And he didn't just sit on the bench. He started 13 games in his first 3 years. This is a guy who has a massive chip on his shoulder and proves people wrong at every turn. That's the kind of hungry player we need in that offensive line room. Bipolar Blue crash, undrafted. Let's not forget that. He started 13 games in 3 seasons, which means he also didn't start about 38 other games. He was a spot starter, a fill-in guy, not a dominant force that the team couldn't take off the field. He's a depth player who earned his spot, but he hasn't proven he's a consistent high-level NFL starter. 5. In 2024, Jones was Miami's full-time starter at left guard, playing 1,078 snaps in 17 games, which was the 19th most among guards in the NFL last season. In those 17 games, Jones allowed 5 sacks and picked up 7 penalties before signing a 1-year deal with the Cowboys in free agency. Bipolar Blue, hype, full-time starter. Last season, he was the full-time starter at left guard for the Dolphins. He played over 1,000 snaps in 17 games. That's a durable workhorse. He was 19th in the entire NFL in snaps played among guards. That's a guy who can handle the grind of a full season. That's experience you can rely on.
Bipolar Blue crash.
Okay, he played a lot. But in those 17 games, he allowed 5 sacks and had 7 penalties. That's not exactly elite play. It shows he was available, yes, but also that he was getting beat. He played a lot, but was it playing well? The stats say maybe not. 6. Injuries were a common theme for the Cowboys in 2024, and depth was seen as one of the most important aspects that Dallas needed to address on their roster going into 2025. They added just that in Jones, who brings in starting experience and versatility on the interior. He'll have to earn his spot, though, with plenty of competition to go around in the room. But he fills a need. Injuries were a huge problem for us last year, and depth was critical. So what did the Cowboys do? They went out and got a guy with starting experience and versatility. He's exactly the kind of player we needed to add to the room to create competition and provide a reliable backup plan. It's a smart, low-risk signing that shores up the interior. Bipolar Blue crash. He's a depth signing to address injuries. That's his ceiling. The article says it itself. He'll have to earn his spot, though, with plenty of competition. This isn't a world beater they signed to take over the right guard job. He's a camp body brought in to compete with guys like Booker, Bass, and Hoffman. This is a depth move, not a difference-making move. So there you have it, the story of Robert Jones, a late bloomer who grinded from JUCO to the NFL, became a full-time starter, and now brings his versatility and experience to Dallas. My final Bipolar Blue prediction based on getting to know Robert Jones: he's a solid veteran depth piece, nothing more. He's the perfect kind of player to have on your 90-man roster to push the young guys in training camp. His versatility is valuable, but will he beat out a first-round pick like Tyler Booker for the starting right guard spot? No way. He'll be a tough cut, but ultimately he's probably destined for the practice squad or as the 8th/9th lineman on the roster. A good signing for what it is, but let's not pretend he's the next Larry Allen. Mark my words.
That's the Bipolar Blue take.
Are you more or less hyped after getting to know Robert Jones? Let me know below. Bipolar Blue, appreciating the grind, but realistic about the role.